Faith that this book can mold you, transform you, it will. If you doubt it, it is your own doubt which is the hurdle. The importance of tapas and the infallible fulfillment of the idea are the very foundation of all yoga. It is what I told you. Yoya Shraddha Sayevasa. What you should have? You should have a faith that what Sri Aurobindo had said about supramental descent is a fact. And then what you should do? Tapas. Now you have to work hard for that. And remember, you are trying to compress thousands of years of evolution, and you should understand what amount of tapas you have to put in. Not just by hearing a lecture. When I finish these lectures, you should do the tapas, the penance, and say, what nonsense, you tell 1 year, we will do it in 6 months. Are you going to do it? No. Sri Aurobindo and Mother will do through you if you still your mind. So don't have a plan. You don't plan, you read. You try to understand and put the basics, asana and pranayama, and the few techniques of meditation for stilling the mind, you practice regularly. When I say practice, you practice for 2 days and keep quiet, you won't get the result fast. So, yoya shraddha sayevasaha. If indeed our aim be only an escape from the world to God, synthesis is unnecessary. God or Purusha is one and the same. So if you want to just escape from all these worldly problems, okay, it is your decision. And maybe your soul wants it, your psyche wants it, I don't know. But that you are here, you are doomed. You can't go for God. You have to go for Tantra. I can't do, if you have elected and got a seat in electrical engineering, you can't go for medicine. You are hearing this class of synthesis of yoga and you want some liberation and mukti, you can't. Because your nature will not allow it. Next, the method we have to pursue then is to put our whole conscious being into relation and contact with the divine and to call him into transform our entire being into his. This is what I was telling. Sri Aurobindo here, Mother here, express them. This is exactly what he means. This is the method about which I was telling you. The method we have to pursue then is to put our whole conscious being into relation and contact with the divine. And what more divine can you get than Sri Aurobindo and Mother? The examples, the living examples. But that does not mean that you put those figures here and concentrate and see the Aurobindo's dadi, the eyes, and then the Mother with her beautiful Maheshwari, they are okay. But what is required is, you should enter into the consciousness of Mother, into the consciousness of Sri Aurobindo. And how can you? Read and let them lead you. Read and let them lead you. So this is the step, and I don't think it is very difficult to practice. The only difficult thing is to be regular. To be regular, you will forget. Try to be continuously aware of Sri Aurobindo consciousness, Mother's consciousness coming out from us. Thus, in a sense, God Himself, here, Sri Aurobindo and Mother themselves, thus, in a sense, God Himself, the real person in us, becomes the sadhaka of the sadhana as well as the master of the yoga. Next. This method translates itself into the progressive surrender of ego with its whole field and all its apparatus to the beyond ego with its vast, incalculable, but always inevitable workings. Certainly, there is no shortcut or easy sadhana. It requires a colossal faith, an absolute courage, and above all, an unflinching patience. We stop here. We stop here.